Well, guys, I got some sad news. If you are a Hedgehead fan, here is an article which I will link at the description box to see the article. And this article is interviewed by Edge. Edge said that he doesn't have enough time left, and he doesn't see himself being in the ring much longer during the age of 50. Edge is somewhere at his middle age of 40, and he doesn't look good. He looks tired. When he talks in the mic, his voice sounds raspy, like, "Hey guys, my name is Edge. You know, I feel a little bit raspy. You know, Edge can compete in a high level, but not as much. When he retired age 38 at 2011, he had neck problems. He thought it was a career-ending neck injury, but it seems that the doctors can't determine people's health anymore. Um, they tried to shut down Daniel Bryan with brain damage and head concussions, but that didn't work. All the doctors that Daniel Bryan went to, aside from WWE, said that he was good to compete, to wrestle, regardless of the damage of his head he had. Same thing goes with Ash. I don't know. Ash went to different doctors and say, hey, your neck is not really critical damage. You can still wrestle. Or he just stayed with the doctors and said that, hey, maybe it's not critical as we thought it would be. Edge is currently having a feud with Damian Priest in the Judgment Day after they betrayed him. Um, they were going to have this power like the Undertaker, but Mr. McMahon rejected that idea. He didn't want another Undertaker like characters. He didn't like that. They were like, let's make the Judgment Day like regular gothic human beings. They don't have no entertainment powers like Undertaker or Kane. So that idea was scrapped. Priest was like, okay, sure. Maybe it's a good idea. We didn't do it. It was my idea, but Edge didn't like the idea neither. He didn't want to be like the Undertaker. He even said that we are not copies of the Undertaker. You know, you guys saying we are the Undertaker. We not the Undertaker. Come on, because we wear purple attire, we are Undertakers? Heck no. Edge didn't like the supernatural idea. He didn't like it neither. Neither Vince. So they stay normal like that. Edge had memorable feuds. He had memorable feud with tag teams in the 2000s. The Dudley Boys, the Hardy Boys, even the SmackDown 6, which were Eddie Guerrero, Chavo Guerrero, Kurt Angle, and Chris Benoit at that time. His tag team partner was Rey Mysterio. That's why they decided to do Rey Mysterio into the Judgment Day, because he was partner of Edge 20 years ago. So they wanted to bring the nostalgia and the future of WWE together, you know, past and present together, and the future generations of WWE. It's working. I think it's one of the best feuds right now. Um, the hatred is real. Doesn't feel fake, you know, like Riddle and Seth Rollins. It doesn't feel it's fake. This one is actually personal, you know. I think Rhea Ripley does not like Dominic, neither Rey Mysterio. She has a shirt that Eddie Guerrero, I'm your papi, you know. Um, it's just a great rivalry, a good rivalry. It feels real. I believe it's a little bit real. that Rhea Ripley does not like the Mysterios because Buddy Matthews used to have a relationship with Ray's daughter when she was actually 19 or 18 years old at the time. It was mixed. People said that Buddy Murphy was 20 years plus older than um, Mysterio's daughter, that was too much of an age gap. I don't think it's wrong. I think women like older men sometimes. It's just their opinion. Some women are married to 60-year olds and they're like 30 years old. Look at Brock Lesnar. I post a community post of Brock Lesnar and Sable together, and people thought Sable looked like a grandmother of Brock Lesnar. So it's nothing wrong with that. Some men like younger women, some women like older men or younger men, or men like older women or younger women. It depends on the person. There's nothing wrong. Edge, but back to Edge. Edge had memorable moments with John Cena, his relationship with Lita, the so-called frenemies of Matt Hardy back in 2005. He didn't hate Matt Hardy. It's just Lita loved Edge more than Matt Hardy. That made Matt Hardy mad. They made that into Monday Night Raw, the rivalry. And it was real. The rivalry was real. Matt Hardy was angry at Edge. Then after that, Edge became a world champion. He cashed in his Money in the Bank from WrestleMania 21, and he won that match, and he became a world champion at New Year's Resolution 2006. He speared John Cena. He captured his first WWE Championship. Then after that, Lita retired. He became solo. He tag team partner with Randy Orton, Ray RKO, which is one of the best heel tag teams at that time. They made the DX suffer and Ric Flair. They had bloody matches. Edge had a ton of great matches at that time. Great rivalry with John Cena. Then after that, Edge became a World Heavyweight Championship on-screen relationship with Vicky Guerrero and starting his own staple. I don't remember. I think was the Ray R's. I don't remember. His staple was Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins. Yeah, Zack Ryder was actually part of Edge's gang. So yeah. Then he had a rivalry with John Cena. John Cena lost to the Big Show, and Edge won the World Heavyweight Championship. Edge won the last match standing because of the Big Show. John Cena could not beat the Big Show. He lost hope against the Big Show, and he got chokeslammed by the headlights, the stage lights. And Edge won the last man standing match. He became a World Heavyweight Champion again. Later, he got injured. He came back in the Royal Rumble 2010, and he was a face. He lost to Chris Jericho, I believe, at WrestleMania 26. Then later, he disappeared and returned again 2011. He faced Beto Del Rio at WrestleMania 27. He beat Beto Del Rio WrestleMania 27. But when he speared Brodus Clay before WrestleMania or after WrestleMania, he speared Brodus Clay in a SmackDown episode and hurt his own neck because Brodus Clay was like somewhere at 300 pounds when he debuted at WWE. He was a monster heel, so he was Beto Del Rio's bodyguard. But since he was 300 pounds, Edge tried to spear him and injure his neck, and he decided to retire for professional wrestling because he feared that he will have a torn neck and be in a wheelchair. After that, Edge decided to come back somewhere in 2019 or 2020. I don't remember. I think it was 2020. Yeah, 2020. He decided to come back at 2020. Edge loved pro wrestling. He used to do backyard wrestling when he was a kid. He appeared WrestleMania somewhere in Canada. I'm not gonna say the number because I don't want to screw it up. He went a WrestleMania somewhere in the 90s to watch Hulk Hogan versus Scott's Sergeant Slaughter, and WrestleMania was at Canada, and he was there as a child, and he appeared as a special guest fan in Bret Hart's interview as a teenager. He was a huge fan of pro wrestling. He loved the Harts. He loved Hulk Hogan. He has been doing backyard wrestling. He loves pro wrestling. So he came back 2020, won the Royal Rumble, and I believe he lost the match at WrestleMania. I don't remember Edge winning another title for a long time. And he had a rivalry with Randy Orton. It was a good rivalry. Then he had a rivalry with Seth Rollins. This is when I came back watching wrestling. Seth Rollins had a feud with Edge. Edge beat him in the Hell in a Cell. The Edge had a feud with The Miz. This was mediocre. This was past 6 months ago. He had a feud with The Miz and Maurice. He brought back Beth Phoenix, which was good. They had a decent match in WrestleMania. Elimination Chamber. They had a decent match. So yeah, it was okay. Then later, he had a feud with AJ Styles. AJ Styles wanted to face Edge. Edge wanted to face The Miz after AJ Styles, Seth Rollins feud, and AJ Styles is like, yeah, I want to fight Edge too. I want to fight Edge. I always want to fight Edge. So they had a match at WrestleMania 38. It was a decent match to start off WrestleMania. It was good. It was good to start the mid show of WrestleMania before the big match, the Stone Cold Kevin Owens match. And AJ Styles got attacked by Judgment Day Priest. Priest joined the match and attacked Styles. Then we started the feud with Styles and Priest and Edge. And Edge announced that he's creating a new stable, which was the Judgment Day. The next few weeks, Rhea Ripley joined the Judgment Day. Then later, somewhere the next couple of weeks, Finn Balor and Liv Morgan joined in to help AJ Styles. Liv Morgan and Finn Balor. Finn Balor failed to beat Judgment Day and Liv Morgan as well. They only won one match between the three people. Then at Hell in a Cell, this was the final time we see Liv Morgan being part of the Raw brand, and Finn Balor and AJ Styles being together, former Bullet Club members. Judgment Day defeated the other side, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan after that went to SmackDown, decided to compete the Money in the Bank, and she won that. She became a SmackDown superstar. and now she's the SmackDown Women's Champion. As for Finn Balor, he decided to join the Judgment Day, which he did, and he betrayed Edge. Then Priest and Rhea Ripley attacked Edge later on. And AJ Styles nowhere to be seen. Why? Because AJ Styles decided to go solo and have a feud with The Miz. He didn't want to be with Finn Balor or Priest or Rhea Ripley or be part of Judgment Day to be their main leader. AJ Styles decided to rival The Miz because he's saying interview, I think the best bad guy and cocky person is The Miz. So he decided to face The Miz. Then Edge got slammed on the table by 3 members of Judgment Day. Judgment Day decided to attack Edge through the steel chair and slammed through his head. And Edge got a small head injury on screen, decided to take his vacation, and will not appear until July of 2022 to help Rey Mysterio and Dominic. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the inside. Peace.